Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's Friday evening. Welcome to the Stay In for our Rockstar edition of the virtual pub quiz this week. I hope you are all ready and waiting. I'm just getting my questions ready here. But before I come on, are there any rockers out there? Well, I've had some pictures through already. Here we go. Rocking away. We have the Tullocks in Somerset, we have the Scarlets up in Anglesey, and we have the Dream Team -1, who they have made a statue of themselves. Welcome to all of you rockers this evening. Here I come. I thought I'd go all out tonight and really go Kiss style. If anyone has been following the social media posts this week, yeah, I've been dropping in Kiss lyrics all week, just in case anyone got that subliminal message there. Yeah, here I am. Huge thank you to Maddie, who spent I don't know how long doing this and touching me up and making sure that I look vaguely acceptable for the evening. I don't quite know what's going to happen once I start drinking this. It's going to go all over the place. So yeah. Oh, Danny already says I look amazing. Thank you very much, Danny. Gotta make an effort, don't you? Who are Kiss, Graham? Oh dear. We may have to play you some at some point. Yes, so the Rockstar edition of the quiz. You said you wanted rock music. You're getting rock music this week. We have rounds on sex, drugs, rock and roll, and alcohol. You requested alcohol, you requested rock and roll, you requested medicine, so I turned it into drugs. Yeah, sex just seemed to go with being a rock star, doesn't it? So there you go. I hope it washes off. I don't know whether it will wash off, Malcolm. We shall see. So yeah, and the other round is we have not got a picture round tonight. We're going to have a music round instead. Really excited about this round. I have been in contact with some local musicians during the week and asked them to put their own spin on a few rock songs from across the ages for you to have a guess at naming the song. So they will be all on at the interval. We'll put those on where we normally put the picture round on. Yeah, we'll have 4 rounds, 10 questions in each. After the second round, I'll put on the music round. We've got 8 songs in there, 2 songs each from 4 different artists, and then that will get us up to 48 points. There's a bonus point for 49, and to get you up to 50, I'm going to attempt to play the opening of a rock song on my daughter's ukulele. Yes, so we'll see how all of this goes tonight. Yeah, so I'm going to give you just a while before we get started. What are you all drinking tonight? I'm on a few more of my Harbour Brewery tonight, which is going to wash off all my lipstick. This is a rhubarb one I'm drinking at the moment. So yeah, what are you all drinking and where are you? I can see familiar names coming in. Good job the kids are in bed. What, for these rounds? It sounds like it. Or for seeing me, but they've already seen me. I read a bedtime story like this, which was quite funny. Anyway, yeah, they had dinosaurs and unicorns. I didn't manage to get that picture up onto the thing to show you. There's a little bit of an error with that. If I get a chance, I can show you the dinosaur and the unicorn Rockstar. We will see. What have we got? Coke Zero with Danny in Bristol. Excellent. What a drink. Oh, we've got wine, cider, and a bottle of milk in Pensilva. Coffee from Malcolm. There you go. Drinks are rolling in. Champagne. We have a birthday. Quirky has a birthday and is drinking champagne. Cheers. Happy birthday. Now, I've got a few more happy birthdays to do in the interval for your upcoming birthdays, so we'll do those in the interval as well. But yeah, I think I'm about ready to begin. As my face is slowly crusting up here. So if you let me know when you're ready, I will move on to our first round. Colin's drinking some Sauvignon Blanc, is he? Ah, bombs on the water. And a rather large takeaway with wine. There you go. I had some ham, egg and chips tonight. Oh, I'm waffling, aren't I? So yeah, as soon as the ready comments come through, I'll begin with round one, which is the sex round, which I know has highly amused the Dream Team. It's not as bad as it sounds. So yeah, it seems to be quite a delay tonight in your comments coming through. Here we go, all coming through saying you're ready. Here we go, I've got a few comments. Yeah, if anyone wants any more pictures of anyone else who's dressed up, please send them through. Here we go. Colin is barod. Ah, that's ready in Welsh, for those of you who are not as linguistic. Anyway, round one, the sex round. So, question one. In the UK, what is the legal age of consent? In the UK, what is the legal age of consent? There we go, the phones. Didn't put it on silent. Sure, Maddie will tell me if it's really relevant. Question 2. Which mammal has the longest gestation period? Which mammal has the longest gestation period? Attempt to have a quick drink and see what happens. It's going to slowly wash off, I believe. Question 3. Who wrote the best-selling erotic novel 50 Shades of Grey? Who wrote the best-selling erotic novel 50 Shades of Grey? I'm presuming that the sound is all right at the moment because nobody has said otherwise. No, it wasn't, Colin. Question 4. What is the name given to the male reproductive organs of a flowering plant? What is the name given to the male reproductive organs of a flowering plant? Question 5. Which hormone, responsible for feelings of happiness, is released during sexual intercourse? Which hormone, responsible for feelings of happiness, is released during sexual intercourse? This is really weird looking at myself on the screen at the moment. I'm sure it's really weird for you as well. Question 6. What is the UK's best-selling brand of condoms? What is the UK's best-selling brand of condoms? yeah, researching sex drugs around. My firewall went absolutely ballistic this week. Every time you try in pub quiz drugs, pub quiz sex, it just goes wild. Can't imagine why. Question 7. Sex and the City was set in which city? Sex and the City was set in which city? Nice, Jane. Question 8. What is the name of the ancient Sanskrit text about sexuality, eroticism, and the pursuit of emotional fulfillment? What is the name of the ancient Sanskrit text about sexuality, eroticism, and the pursuit of emotional fulfillment? I think it's holding up reasonably well, Maddie. Question 9. 2 points on offer for this one. The combined oral contraceptive pill contains which 2 female hormones? The combined oral contraceptive pill contains which 2 female hormones? Keep it on until Monday. I don't think I would be allowed to keep it on until Monday, Graham. I think Maddie would not approve. And question 10, link to every round has a link to rock, as well as the rock round, obviously. So here is a rock-based question. Which Rolling Stones song, which is filled with sexual references, contains the lyrics, "How come you taste so good, just like a black girl should"? Which Rolling Stones song, filled with sexual references, contains the lyrics, "How come you taste so good, just like a black girl should"? Okay, so that concludes our first round, and to spare your blushes, we'll move on in a moment to our drugs round. Let me just get comfy here. Yeah, so just give you time to finalise any answers that you may be arguing about or having an internal struggle with, and then we'll move on. Get a quick drink. Yes, very close, Anne. So we'll move on. Round 2 is the drugs round. So question 1. Which pharmaceutical company has a manufacturing site at Barnard Castle in County Durham? So which pharmaceutical company has a manufacturing site at Barnard Castle in County Durham? Well, of course, you can go to check your eyes anytime you want. Glad you're liking it, Anne. Okay, I'm going to have to spell this one out for you in a moment. So, what common over-the-counter medicine is also known as acetaminophen? So which common over-the-counter medicine is also known as acetaminophen? I may have pronounced that incorrectly, so I'll spell it for you. acetaminophen. So which common over-the-counter medicine is also known as acetaminophen? Question 3. What is the world's most widely consumed psychoactive substance? What is the world's most widely consumed psychoactive substance? So shout out to the Morgans, have I, Danny? Hi to the Morgans. Apparently Danny has to beat you every week. There you go. Who wins? Interesting to know who wins this week. Let me know, Danny and the Morgans. Question 4. In the UK, what is the maximum jail sentence for being caught in possession of a Class A drug? In the UK, what is the maximum jail sentence for being caught in possession of a Class A drug? Question 5. Amoxicillin is an example of what type of medicine? Amoxicillin is an example of what type of medicine? Looks like we've got 39 of us logged in this week. Again, thank you for coming out to the stay in on Friday evening. I did hear that some people may be staying away because they didn't think rock music was their thing. I'm pleased to have 39 of us here this week. Question 6. The Class A drug methamphetamine is more commonly known as what? The Class A drug methamphetamine is more commonly known as what? I'm starting to get a lovely black rim on my beer glass at the moment. Question 7. Which part of the UK was dubbed the world's drug death capital in 2019 after a 27% increase in drug-related deaths? Which part of the UK was dubbed the world's drug death capital in 2019 after a 27% increase in drugs-related deaths? There are so many things I could say to that comment, Mum, but I don't feel I should say any of them to you. Okay, question 8. Hemp derives from the same plant as which recreational drug? Hemp derives from the same plant as which recreational drug? It's been really interesting to run these by the test teams this week, who are helping out with the music as well as being test teams, some of them. So thank you to all my testers. Lots of interesting reactions from them. Question 9. Jimi Hendrix, Janis Joplin and Jim Morrison all died of drugs overdoses in the early 1970s. How old were they all when they died? Jimi Hendrix, Janis Joplin and Jim Morrison all died of drugs overdoses in the early 1970s. But how old were they all when they died? So that was your rock-related question for that round. And finally, in the drugs round, a medicine or drug classed as an anticoagulant does what to your blood? A medicine or drug which is classed as an anticoagulant does what to your blood? So that ends our second round, our drugs round. I'll just give you a moment to finalise any answers, and then I will explain what is going to happen with our music round. It should be self-explanatory. Just give you a moment to finalise. Maddie's gone through to the kitchen there, so that she doesn't get the sound coming through in two places at once. So, yeah, instead of a pitch round, we've gone for a music round this week. Now, because of all of YouTube's algorithms and things, you can't just play any old song through your stream because the anti-piracy will pick it up and could stop the stream. So the best way is to put your own recordings in, so I'm told. So I went on a trawl and started contacting quite a few local musicians, some that I'd heard of, and then see if they would be able to help out in some way. Some could, some couldn't. Others have passed me my name around, and we've managed to get, I'm really thankful to 4 musicians who have come back to me and have each recorded some songs for us. So we've got Zalex, who are running some fantastic family band live streams at the moment. We've got Mark. You may have seen I put a bonus round where Mark introduced himself, Mark Twain. We've got Emma Ronchetti. I think it's Ronchetti, not Ronchetti. Please correct me if I'm wrong, Emma. I forgot to ask. And then finally we've got the legendary Swifty, as he was introduced to me. Swifty organises the open mic nights up at the Market Inn here in St Clear, and will be doing so when it reopens. I'm going to put all their details up online, so you can give them a follow if you would like. But yeah, so we've got 2 songs from each of them. They are well-known rock songs, spanning from, well, throughout all eras really, and all you have to do is name the songs. So that it's about 30 seconds for each song. So I'm going to put that on. Hopefully I don't mute it like I did with Graham's birthday video. And then what I'll do is when they're finished, it will be the wait screen, and then we'll go into the break. Hopefully that makes sense. So 8 songs now for you to have a guess at. I'm just going to mute me, and the video should come on.
She's got a smile and it seems to me remind me of childhood memories where everything is as fresh as a bright blue sky. It was a hot summer night and the beach was burning. There's a fog crawling over the sand. When I listen to your heart, I hear the whole world turn, and I see the shooting stars falling through your trembling hands. You were licking your lips and your lipstick was shining. I was dying just to ask for a taste. We were lying together in the silver lining by the light of the moon. You know there's not another moment, not another moment, not another moment to waste.
Well, you dirty, sweet, clad in black, don't look back, and I love you. You're dirty and sweet, oh yeah. Well, you dance when you walk, so let's dance, take a chance, understand you. You're dirty and sweet, oh yeah.
And now the times are changing. Look at everything that's come and gone. Sometimes when I play that old 6-string, I think about your love and what went wrong. Standing on your mama's porch, you told me that you wait forever.
I can't explain all the way that you're making me feel.
I'm the one that drives away, follows you back home. I'm a street light shining, I'm the white light blinding bright, burning off and on.
Notice you didn't hear anything that I just said then, because I hadn't put the mic back on. So yeah, wait screen didn't come up when it was meant to. But yeah, I'll put those songs back on later in the quiz for you if you'd like another listen to them. Just comment there if you would like to hear them all again. Thank you to all of those who recorded songs for us. Yeah, I'm going to just mute it again. I get my drink and then I'll be back to talk to you again. Okay, so I am back with you. Drink topped up for this new drinking game I've heard about, where you drink every time I drink. This could get fun, couldn't it? Yeah, the music round. How brilliant was that? I've absolutely loved working with those musicians and putting it together. So thank you to Zalek, to Emma, to Mark, and to Swifty for giving up your time to do this. I don't know if you're watching. I know some of you have got other commitments tonight. Yeah, the messages I've had so far, it's really gone down well, so thank you very much. I've got a few spare videos as well, which I can put back up on the social media, like I did earlier on. You can always rewind this video if you want to see that again. I'm thinking of, after the 4th round, putting those songs on again, in case you'd like to hear them. Well, we normally have a little interval there to top up our drinks, don't we? So yeah, should we do some answers to rounds 1 and 2? Yeah, and by the way, I'm loving all these comments saying that it's a really different quiz this week. It is probably the hardest one that I've had to set so far, so I'm glad it is working out well for you all. A little bit different. I'm talking in the background on another computer. So let's go through the answers to the sex round and the drugs round. So question 1. The legal age of consent in the UK is 16. Question 2. The mammal with the longest gestation period is an elephant. The novel 50 Shades of Grey was written by E.L. James. 4. The male reproductive organs of a flowering plant is the stamen. It's made of the anther and the filament, if you put both of those down as well. Question 5. The hormone that's released during sexual intercourse is dopamine, the happy hormone. Question 6. Durex is the UK's leading brand of condoms. 7. Sex in the City was set in New York. 8. The ancient Sanskrit text about sexuality, eroticism, and seeking emotional fulfillment is the Kama Sutra. 2 points on offer here. The oral contraceptive pill contains estrogen and progesterone. I can never say that. Progesterone. There you go. Estrogen and progesterone. And question 10. The Rolling Stones song with the lyrics, "How come you taste so good, just like a blackfellow should," was Brown Sugar. You never get away with having a song like that these days, would you? Right. Drink. And round 2. It's really weird seeing my parents and parents-in-law saying they don't know much about sex. Well, I'm here somehow. Well, Maddie's here somehow. Anyway, drugs round. Question 1. The pharmaceutical company who has a manufacturing site in Barnard Castle is GlaxoSmithKline. Question 2. The over-the-counter medicine, also known as acetaminophen, is paracetamol. Question 3. The world's most widely consumed psychoactive substance is caffeine. 80% of the world's population consume it, apparently. Question 4. The maximum jail sentence for being caught in possession of a Class A drug is 7 years. It's a lifetime if you're caught dealing it. Just 7 if you're caught in possession. 5. Amoxicillin is a type of antibiotic. Methamphetamine is also known as crystal meth. 7. Which part of the UK was dubbed the world's drug death capital? It was Scotland. And not just in the cities, apparently, all over the place. 8. Hemp derived from the same plant as cannabis. 9. Jimi Hendrix, Janis Joplin, and Jim Morrison were all 27 when they died. And an anticoagulant, it thins your blood. So there we go. 2 rounds of answers done. Move on to our rock and roll round. Just general rock questions, really. And then our alcohol round. Do you want to start sending through some scores? Scores on the doors for the first 2 rounds. See how we're doing in this slightly different quiz this week. So it wasn't, the testings weren't as high scoring as previous weeks, but last time I said that we got really high scores on the nights, so you never can tell, can you? Let's see how people did. Oh, another drink for those playing the drinking game. Yeah, so the more messages come through saying please play the songs again. I will do that after round 4 while I go and top up. So here we go. Oh, we've got Danny's on 17 out of 21. Graham's on 15 there. Got 13, a 17, another 17, a 15. There we go. So quite good scores coming through. Quite close together by the looks of it as well. So yeah, as I always say, it's all to play for. I also have to get the ukulele out at some point to play your final song. I'll do that right at the end. Might need another little practice. Who knows? Okay. Round 3 is the rock and roll. So we had sex, drugs, rock and roll. 19 out of 21. Well done, Malcolm. A sex and drugs expert there. So round 3, rock and roll. All about rock music from throughout all the ages, really. So question 1. Which rock band had hits in 1969 with Good Times, Bad Times and Whole Lotta Love? Which rock band had hits in 1969 with Good Times, Bad Times and Whole Lotta Love? What are the scores coming through? Here we go. More scores around 13s, 14s, 15s. All quite close there, isn't it? Malcolm is out on the head though with his 19. Does he have as much knowledge about rock and alcohol as he does about sex and drugs? Question 2. What did Ozzy Osbourne infamously eat on stage in 1982? What did Ozzy Osbourne infamously eat on stage in 1982? Question 3. In what year was Woodstock held? In what year was Woodstock held? Question 4. Which band takes its name from 2 types of electrical current? Which band takes its name from 2 types of electrical current? Question 5. According to the Blue Oyster Cult, who should you not fear? According to Blue Oyster Cult, who should you not fear? Looks like my parents are much better at sex than they are at drugs. They got 9 and 6, by the way, if you haven't seen the comments down there. Question 6. Which Irish rock band was formed by Brian Downey and Phil Lynott? Phil Lynott? Phil Lynott. Should have checked that, shouldn't I? So which Irish rock band was formed by Brian Downey and Phil Lynott? L-Y-N-O-T-T. How would you pronounce that, Maddie? Lynott or Lynott? L-Y-N-O-T-T. Brian Downey and Phil Lynott. Somebody will correct me, I'm sure. Question 7. What was the name of the fictitious rock band in Rob Reiner's 1984 mockumentary about England's loudest band? What was the name of the fictitious rock band in Rob Reiner's 1984 mockumentary about England's loudest band? Just realised every time I'm with my eyes it looks really weird. You just caught me doing something weird with my eyes, that's why. Question 8. Which band released their punk rock opera entitled American Idiot in 2004? Which band released their punk rock opera entitled American Idiot in 2004? And my goodness, do I feel old realising that was 16 years ago. Question 9. Steven Tyler is the lead singer of which rock band? Steven Tyler is the lead singer of which rock band? And question 10. Which band released the album Master of Puppets in 1986? Which band released the album Master of Puppets in 1986? I was only very small at the time. But one of the best albums of all time, I would argue. So again, it just gives you a moment to finalise any answers you've got there, and then we'll move on to round 4, which is our alcohol round, as requested by a few people last week. If you haven't got any suggestions for rounds, just throw them my way and I'll see what I can do. I think after this week I can manage just about anything, but we'll see. I've also got to say thank you. After last week I said I might not have as much time to do the quizzes when I go back to work next week. I've had a couple of offers of people helping out writing rounds for me, so thank you very much for the offers. I'll get back to you if I need to. Quick drink. And we'll move on to round 4, alcohol. So question 1. The German spirit Kirsch is traditionally distilled from which fruit? The German spirit Kirsch is traditionally distilled from which fruit? Kirsch, Kirsch. Question 2. According to Guinness, how many seconds does it take to pour the perfect pint? According to Guinness, how many seconds does it take to pour the perfect pint? You mentioned a few of their adverts over the years. Oh, the guy swims, brings to mind. Colin wants around on North Wales slate mines. Sure, that would go down a treat, wouldn't it? Right, question 3. Which beer is brewed with pure Rocky Mountain spring water? Which beer is brewed with pure Rocky Mountain spring water? Question 4. Jacob's Creek is wine that is produced in the Barossa Valley of which country? Jacob's Creek is wine which is produced in the Barossa Valley of which country? I'm sure I could easily do around on mines then. Loads of mines here in Cornwall as well. In this drinking game, when I switch to my water because I've finished my beer, do you still drink? Okay, question 5. Scientifically speaking, there are 3 types of alcohol. Only one of them can be consumed by humans. What is it? So scientifically speaking, there are 3 types of alcohol. What is the only one that can be consumed by humans? Question 6. What is the main ingredient of Japanese sake? What is the main ingredient of Japanese sake? Question 7. From which US state does Jack Daniels originate? From which US state does Jack Daniels originate? Around on bridges. I haven't been around on bridges. I always think that's a bit too obscure for most people, unlike me. Question 8. How many milliliters of pure alcohol are equivalent to 1 unit. So how many milliliters of pure alcohol are equivalent to 1 unit? Question 9. Smirnoff is the world's best-selling brand of which spirit? Smirnoff is the world's best-selling brand of which spirit? Oh, roller coasters. See? So many rounds you could do, aren't there? And finally, your rock link for this round. Which rock band has released a best-selling beer called Trooper? Which rock band has released a best-selling beer called Trooper? So that brings us to an end of our alcohol round. Smirnoff is mainly water in the Tulloch household. I've heard that story.
Kim.
All Kim's fault, I believe. So yeah, that's the end of the alcohol round. So many of you asked for the songs all over again. So I will put up the music round again for you to have a listen to. And then I will come back with the answers to the music round and rounds 3 and 4. And I've got a note for myself here. I didn't do the birthdays. So I have to do the birthdays while I do the answers as well. So here we go with the music round again. And I'll speak to you again in, I think the video is about 5 minutes long. I'll speak to you in about 5 minutes. Here we go. Let's mute myself.
She's got a smile and it seems to me remind me of childhood memories where everything is as fresh as a bright blue sky.
It was a hot summer night and the beach was burning. There's a fog crawling over the sand. When I listen to your heart, I hear the whole world turn, and I see the shooting stars falling through your trembling hands. You were licking your lips and your lipstick was shining. I was dying just to ask for a taste. We were lying together in the silver lining by the light of the moon. You know there's not another moment, not another moment, not another moment to waste.
Well, you dirty, sweet, clad in black, don't look back, and I love you. You're dirty and sweet, oh yeah. Well, you dance when you walk, so let's dance, take a chance, understand you. You're dirty and sweet, oh yeah.
And now the times are changing. Look at everything that's come and gone. Sometimes when I play that old six string, I think about your love and what went wrong. Standing on your mama's porch, you told me that you wait forever.
I can't explain all the way that you're making me feel. My heart's in overdrive and you're behind the steering wheel.
This ain't a song for the broken hearted. A silent prayer for the faith departed. I ain't gonna be just a face in the crowd. You're gonna hear my voice when I shout it out loud.
Hope you have got your things together. I hope you are quite prepared to die. Looks like we're in for nasty weather. One eye is taken for an eye.
I'm a one-way motorway. I'm the one that drives away, follows you back home. I'm a street light shining. I'm the white light blinding bright, burning off and on.
So here I am again. So I was trying to get out the picture of the children and their Rockstar thing, and it flashed up over the video, and it's all the wrong size. I couldn't resize it, so I don't know why it flashed up. I can't get it back up again. There's something wrong with that. Anyway, there was a unicorn and a dinosaur Rockstar there. So just while you're having a discussion, maybe, I'm guessing you're having a discussion about any of those songs, I've got a few quick birthdays to do. So the first birthday was to Morgan. Happy birthday, Morgan. I know we're speaking to you tomorrow, but happy birthday. I don't know if you're watching tonight from the comments I've seen. Happy birthday. And of course, it's a really big birthday. On Tuesday is my dad's 70th birthday. So Pembroke Happis, happy birthday. We'll speak to you closer to the time. But yeah, have a good one. And sorry we can't be there, and we can't be in Pembrokeshire because of all this coronavirus stuff. But yeah, we'll speak to you on the day. But cheers, happy birthday, Morgan. Happy birthday, Dad, and happy birthday. It was Quirky, wasn't it? He's having a birthday. We can all raise a glass and have a quick drink. Happy birthday. Okay, here we go. We did see Indian King briefly, just at the wrong time and the wrong size. Oh well. There you go. So let's go through some answers, shall we? So we'll go through the answers to the music round first. So that was the third round you attempted, wasn't it? Once again, a huge thank you to Zalek, to Emma, to Mark, and to Swifty for doing that for us. Has really gone down well. I've enjoyed it. Maddie's been watching it over and over, trying to get them. I hope that you managed to get some of them right as well. And then I have got... Oh, I forgot, didn't I? I've got a ukulele here, which I've been trying to play a Rockstar on. So yeah, here is your bonus question to take you up to 50. I'm going to attempt the opening of a rock song on a ukulele. I've had to have a few drinks to attempt this, but we'll give it a go. Should be recognisable. Okay, I don't know if you can hear this. Hopefully you can. Oh, it didn't work. Thank God. Maddie's laughing. There you go. Should I do it again? Maddie's killing herself laughing. I'm not a great ukulele player.
That's not what you did earlier.
It's not what I did earlier. It was better when I tried it on the xylophone. That's your 50th point. What song was I attempting to play on a purple ukulele? Yeah, quickly get your answer down to that. Here we go. Oh, I'll pass your comments on to Mark, shall I, Danny? Yeah, quickly write down whatever song I was absolutely murdering there on a ukulele. Yeah, I had a few extra songs for some of our musicians, but I thought if I gave them two each it was fairer, and then you got me, which was a bit of a letdown after them, wasn't it? So that's your 50th point. Right, let's go through the songs. So question 1, Zalek were playing Sweet Child of Mine by Guns N' Roses. Question 2, Emma was playing You Took the Words Right Out of My Mouth by Meatloaf. Question 3, Swifty was playing Get It On, Bongagong, whatever you want to call it, by T-Rex. Question 4, Mark was playing Bryan Adams' Summer of '69. Question 5, Zalek were playing The Darkness, I Believe in a Thing Called Love. Question 6, Emma then did a rendition of Bon Jovi's It's My Life. And then back to question 7 was back to Swifty for Bad Moon Rising by Creedence Clearwater Revival. And we finished up with Mark with Foo Fighters, Times Like These. So those were your 8 there. Give yourself a point if you got the song title. I didn't mention that earlier today. Go for song title. But as always, you're only playing against yourself really, so score it how you wish. But yeah, 1 point for the song title is what I was going for. And my one, the extra bonus 50th one, I was attempting to play Smoke on the Water there, which Malcolm put in the comments there. That's your 50th point. Yes, Colin, it was more like a drip in the puddle, yes. One wants to see some musicians when she's down. It all depends on when the pubs are open, doesn't it? Right, let's do some rounds. Round 3, rock and roll round, shall we? So, have a little drink. Here we go. So the band who had hits in 1969 with Good Times, Bad Times and Whole Lotta Love was Led Zeppelin. Question 2. Ozzy Osbourne infamously ate a bat's head during a concert in 1982. Question 3. Woodstock was held in 1969. The band that derives its name from 2 types of electrical current is AC/DC. Question 5. Blue Oyster Cult told us not to fear the Reaper. Question 6. The group that was formed by Brian Downey and Phil Lynott was Thin Lizzy. Question 7. The fictitious group in Rob Reiner's mockumentary was Spinal Tap. Question 8. The band that released American Idiot in 2004 was Green Day. Question 9. Steven Tyler is the lead singer of Aerosmith. And question 10. Master of Puppets was an album by Metallica. Right. And round 4 was on alcohol. So those are comments going through. I've not kept up with them. Here we go. Oh, just about my ukulele playing again. There you go. Not quite as good as George Formby, am I? Right. Question 1 in round 4. Kirsch is traditionally distilled from cherries. According to Guinness, it takes 119.5 seconds to pull the perfect pint. Question 3. The beer that is brewed from pure Rocky Mountain spring water is Coors. Question 4. Jacob's Creek is produced in the Barossa Valley of Australia. Question 5. Of the 3 types of alcohol, the only one that can be consumed by humans is ethanol. Question 6. The base ingredient of Japanese sake is rice. JD originates from Tennessee. Question 8. There are 10 milliliters of pure alcohol in a unit. Question 9. Smirnoff is the world's best-selling brand of vodka. And finally, question 10. The rock band which released a best-selling beer named Trooper is Iron Maiden. So there are all your answers. If you'd like to total up, so you've got 10 in each round, a bonus point from the sex round, wasn't it, for their combined pill. Then you've got 8 songs, and then you've got my rendition of Smoke on the Water to take you up to 50 points. If you'd like to total up and send some through. Okay. So next week we postponed our virtual pub crawl to do the Rockstar edition this week, which has been great fun. And it also gave a little bit more time to sort out a few things for the virtual pub crawl. So yeah, I will get that going for next week. I'm back in work most days next week, so I should be able to arrange it around that, which has been good that I've had an extra week to sort that. So yeah, send in your scores. What have we got here? We got a 43 from Danny. Well done. Have you beaten the Morgans is what I want to know. Got 28 coming in. Oh dears, nothing to be ashamed of. It's whether you have had fun is the main thing. Yeah, go on then. What have we got here? We got a 34 from the Smith family. Well done to the Smith family. We've got oh. How do we count? Oh, how do we count the music question? I've been given 1 point for the song title. Yeah, maximum 1 point. If you've got the song title, give yourself a mark. If you just got the artist, maybe give yourself a half. Yeah, I forgot to mention that, didn't I? In the pub, I would normally say name the song title. And go from there, because sometimes there's been cover versions. There have been lots of cover versions of some of those songs. So we got a 38 in Edinburgh. We got a 41 up on Anglesey. Where we got 32 from my parent. Oh, Vicky. Well, Vicky and the whole Spencer family on 34. Hello again, Vicky. We've got lots of good scores coming in. Really well done. Oh, the Morgans beat Danny. They got 44. Dream Team on 40. They are good at sex, drugs, rock and roll, and alcohol. There you go. 44 for Matt. Glad you've enjoyed the quiz this week. Glad you've enjoyed my dashing looks this week. Again, a huge thank you to Maddie for spending so long doing this. Yeah, I don't think I'll be dressing up like this every week. Yeah, so the brilliant scores coming. I've seen quite a few of us have got similar scores, so I have got a tiebreaker. I keep forgetting to read my tiebreaker out. Here is my tiebreaker. I just need a number. You can settle out anything between you. We can just do it for fun if you like. So, how many copies has Meatloaf's album Bat Out of Hell sold worldwide? So Meatloaf's album Bat Out of Hell, how many copies has it sold worldwide? Yes, you can take your wig off, Graham. I've seen the pictures. Just give me a few seconds to have an answer how many copies Meatloaf may have sold. Okay, so the best estimate of how many copies it has sold is 43 million. So 43 million copies. Third best-selling album of all time, behind Michael Jackson's Thriller and AC/DC's Back in Black, apparently. So there you go. Right, well, thank you all so much for coming out. As usual, if you want to keep in contact, I'm going to do the normal thing. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, follow us on Facebook, facebook.com/St Clear Quizzes. I've been dabbling in Twitter and Instagram as well. Search for St Clear Quizzes on there. Yeah, I'll put as much up on Facebook as I can. Virtual pub crawl next week. Be in contact with pubs around here, hoping to get something sorted through that. So yeah, thank you all so much for coming along and staring at a very weird looking Kiss lookalike. Those of you who haven't heard of Kiss, look them up. Great fun band actually. Yeah, and I hope you've enjoyed the special Stay In Rockstar edition of the quiz. And yeah, thank you. The last thanks has to once again go to Emma and Zalek and Swifty and Mark for providing all that music for us. Brilliant job, guys. Thank you very much, everyone. And I'll sign off now and say good night.